And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Gonna run it. It's Cox. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's Iamaleava to throw. They're all over him. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Saying in the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. At midfield, he's got room. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Fires to the wideout. Already find a hole in that secondary. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, it's Cox. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. From the red zone, it's Cox. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Iamaleava. Release to the back. He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Bruins will hustle to the line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Hits inside, it's Smith. He's now up to 83 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Crane. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but I think...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snaps on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out, and a chance to go on top with this drive. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UCLA! That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the school.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Left side is Fleming. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Back to throw, it's Crane. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Cox. He make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down.
That's a nice-looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little-known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA, and you know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last game.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Throwing, Imaliava. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
This is a design run. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Under pressure. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on second down.
From the gun on third down, Iamaleava. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the short 3 here and trying to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. 4th down, Iamaleava. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Bruins. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Deep in the end zone, it's Rasmussen. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking to throw, it's Crane. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Shotgun snap on third down. Oh, pressure's coming. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it.
Snagged it, and there's running room. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. And the Bruins in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cox. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the back. Just steamrolling the defense. Touchdown, Bruins. And they take it in for 6 more points. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. There's no question this team is reeling down 28-7, and they have... Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Got it down the field. There he goes to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Dodge down, Terrapin.
And how about that? Wasting no time. You go down, you give up 6 with your defense, but you come out aggressive. First play, Palmer, take a shot down the field and go make a big play.
You're seeing both of these offenses now, David, have success trading blows these last 2 drives. If this keeps up, we're going to have a barn burner.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They're testing the right side here. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Iamaleava. That's caught. It's Cox. Got a little grass. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Out wide left, it's Cox. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Just keep giving them the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Iamaleava to the air again. He's got an open man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Bruins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing, Iamaleava unloads to the wideout. Left side is Grove. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCLA!
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea, and when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch, then took it into the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Crane. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Out wide left, it's Durham. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on third and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll run it. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Bruins moving quickly to the line. They'll give it to him again. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Crane. Look out!
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
And the Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, gonna throw it. Makes the catch, it's Matthews. They've got him corralled.
Look, I know this guy's tiny, but on these slant throws as a DB, you've got to get your hands on him because he's just too quick. He's going to cross your face too easy otherwise, and he did right there.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got him downfield. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. Looking for the marker. At the 35, he's got room. Speeding down the left side. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Maryland! Once he got some room, it was over.
That was a big touchdown for them, too, because they're still trailing. They've got a lot of work ahead of them here in the second half, but I think that's going to give them a lot of confidence now going into halftime. I can't wait to see what they do here in the second half.
We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with Akron, taking on the number 16 team, the UNLV Rebels. And it's the Zips, able to pull off the upset.
Got a little room. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this, and the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Bruins headed quickly to the line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just...
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. To throw, it's Crane. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down and run. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Taken in by Smith on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. And they get him out of bounds, but not before a sizable pickup on that one.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job. Nice act.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Escapes the pressure to his right. He's going to take off. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Back to pass, it's Crane. Makes the grab on the left. Runs through a man, he might have space. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, 3rd down and long situation to get that conversion and now get 1st and goal. A chance to cut into this lead. Really nice, big, opportunistic time.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Terrapins! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Snags it. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Bruins come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Unloads it downfield. He's got it at the 15. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Cox. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Motion from the wideout. He'll take it himself. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Throws for the tight end. Right side, it's Fleming. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.